Start today. Welcome to Money Mondays. My name is Paul Johnson. I am the Director of Economic and Community Development here at the Greater Portland Council of Governments. And if it's Monday, then it's Money Mondays. I am here by myself today. Belinda has today off, so today will be quick, short, and sweet. But I do want to give two quick updates, pretty significant updates, which is good news. I will share my screen. So two topics today I'll go over is number one, Economic Recovery Hub funding, and number two, just a quick update of brownfield funding. I won't get too in depth as I've already covered brownfield several times, but we did have some good news last Friday, so I will share it with everybody. But first today, Economic Recovery Hub funding, excuse me. You may remember last year we ran what was called the New Business Recovery Grant. We also had what was called the Domestic Trade Grant. So we had like these two grants moving in parallel. But the one I'm focused on today was the New Business Recovery Grant. Those are done. Those are complete. Those aren't coming back. But they were geared towards new businesses from that started in 2020 to 2024. And it was essentially the last of the ARPA funding coming through. And just as a reminder, GPCOG had about $500,000 that we were able to deploy amongst, I think, something around 40 or 50 businesses in Cumberland County for grants that averaged about $10,000 for new businesses that started in 2020 and 2024. This program was designed at the time, it was designed specifically for let me stop. Can you guys see the right screen? Can somebody give me a thumbs up? Can you guys see the slide? Just want to make sure I'm on the right screen here. All right, I'm going to assume I am. But if I'm not, I think that took care of it. Sorry, everybody. There. So if you did not see it, you see it now. Anyways, the good news is there was a little bit of extra money there, and it's not a ton of money, but what that allows us to do only for the first half of fiscal year 26, which most of you know starts July 1 because you are on the same fiscal year. We're able to use that to just have to essentially give some light technical assistance to new businesses. So if you have somebody that walks in your door and they started their business between 2020 or in 2020, April of 2024, and they don't know how to get funding or they don't know how to navigate all the resources and you're too busy or you're not 100% sure on where to send them, you can send them to me because I typically do this work, but we were uncertain about a funding source. And this was some welcome news. It's not a lot of money again. It's only for the first 6 months of the next fiscal year. But we can actually fund some technical assistance for on the ground helping business owners. But they still have to qualify as, quote, new business owners because this funding was made for those businesses that missed out on the PPP loan and the employee retention tax credit. This funding was made to help those people that kind of started in right at the tail end of COVID. But again, good news is 6 months, we'll have a little bit of funding. If you have somebody walk through your door, you don't know where to point them, you can point them to me. I have a place where I can charge my time for the first 6 months, and we can get the business owners in your community some technical assistance. And then secondly, you may have read on Friday, I believe there was a press release from the Environmental Protection Agency, but GPCOG received new brownfield funding, which is super exciting. First, we received $2 million extra in our revolving loan fund. For a recap, we had about 3.2 million. Actually, all 3.2 million is in the pipeline for us, so we have 2 million extra. And this is almost more exciting. We received $500,000 in assessment funding. The reason why that's exciting is if you're familiar with the brownfields world, assessment funding has been quite low for the last few years. So this is really exciting. And if you're not familiar with assessment funding, this funding can go to a private developer. It can go to nonprofits. There's not a ton of restrictions on assessment funding. And what that does is that encourages development of sites, particularly commercial sites, if there's somebody looking to purchase the property, it helps cover some of those environmental soft costs that are upfront that might be typical barriers. Again, even private owners can come through GPCOG, and it's possible that GPCOG can fund phase 1 and maybe phase 2 environmental assessments to see what the what kind of remediation challenges, if any, there are for new commercial property. So again, very exciting news: $2 million extra for revolving loan fund, $500,000 in assessment fund, and just because I had a few people come in late, as a recap. We have a little extra money from our new business recovery grant that is now translated into technical assistance for businesses that come through my door from that started in 2020 to 2024. I can help them navigate the landscape if you're too busy or you're unfamiliar yourself and you'd like me to help business owners figure out what the right place is for them. We can now do that for the first half of the fiscal year, and actually starting now as well. So we can do that starting now all the way through the first half of fiscal year 2026. So I'm hoping everybody saw my screen. I think they did. Did you guys? Hopefully you saw it at the end. Did you guys see the screen towards the end? I think you may have. If not, email me. I'll send you the slides, or I believe they go out to everybody. And that is it for Money Mondays today. Belinda is not in today. Next week, we are off as we have a holiday. I believe we are all off. So we will see you in 2 weeks' time. And if you have any leads for assessment funding for brownfields or a new business owner that needs technical assistance, send them my way. Thank you, everybody.